Tonight on Gravitas, we bring you the reality of what is happening on the battlefield. Ukraine is in retreat. Russia continues its advance. Kursk has fallen to Putin's armies. Zelensky has sacked the top military commander who was defeated at Kursk. And all this as global pressure for a ceasefire intensifies. The ceasefire diplomacy is following its own twists and turns. Ukraine is desperate for the fighting to stop so that its retreat can pause. And Putin is keen for more time before he agrees to a ceasefire, time in which he can push the Russian advance as far forward as possible. Well, after months of fierce fighting, Ukrainian troops have pulled back from Kursk, reportedly retreating across the border. Some of Kiev's most elite brigades have now repositioned themselves on Ukrainian land, marking a major shift in battlefield control. Moscow's offensive is heading towards what could become a comprehensive victory. Russia has systematically reclaimed territory in the Kursk region that Ukrainian forces seized in a cross-border operation 8 months ago. And just earlier today, the Kremlin said it has retaken 5 key settlements near the border, strengthening its hold over the region. Experts and war bloggers on both the sides say that Kiev's forces are withdrawing. In August last year, Ukraine launched a surprise attack on Russia when its troops surged across the border, capturing a major portion of Russian land in Kursk. In a bid to boost morale and for its troops and also strengthen Kiev's bargaining position in any future ceasefire talks. But after holding on to the pocket of land in Kursk for over 7 months, Ukraine's grip in Kursk has completely ended. Dmitry Peskov, the Kremlin spokesperson, described Russia's military progress as positive, emphasizing that Russian forces continue to reclaim areas previously under Ukrainian control, adding that the Russian troops are advancing successfully in the Kursk region and the operation is progressing well. The loss of Kursk has triggered major consequences in Kiev. We will tell you why. The Ukrainian general responsible for the northern front, which is an area that includes the capital Kiev and the Sumy region, has been dismissed. He has been fired. The man in question here is Dmytro Krasiyalnov, who also oversaw Ukrainian forces battling Russian troops near the Kursk border. And he confirmed today that he was removed from his position on March 7th. While he will remain in the military reserves, his sudden dismissal signals a shift in Ukraine's military leadership. And that too, at a very important, at a very crucial moment. Well, that was what is happening on the battlefield. Meanwhile, on the diplomatic front, Ukraine's Western allies are ramping up pressure on Russia to respond to 30-day ceasefire proposal following the talks between the United States and Ukraine in Saudi Arabia yesterday. A 30-day truce plan has been put forward before Moscow right now. The U.S. government under U.S. President Donald Trump swiftly unfroze military aid to Ukraine after Kiev accepted the ceasefire proposal. And the Polish foreign minister confirmed that military assistance is once again flowing through Poland into Ukraine. According to reports, Russia has voiced concerns about the proposal, suggesting that any peace agreement must reflect Russia's territorial gains and address its security demands, perhaps signaling that while negotiations may be on the horizon, a ceasefire is far from guaranteed. Meanwhile, Trump has made his first public remarks since the US-Ukraine talks in Saudi Arabia. He praised Ukraine for backing the ceasefire and emphasized that the next step is securing Russia's approval.
To get the Russians to agree?
I'll talk to Vladimir Putin, yeah.
When will
I
you
want to
talk
get,
to
look, that's the other, it takes 2 to tango, as they say, right? So hopefully he'll also agree, and I really think that would be 75% of the way. The rest is getting it documented and, you know, negotiating land positions, etc.
The Kremlin has acknowledged that a phone conversation between Trump and Putin could happen soon, adding that, if required, such a discussion between Trump and Putin could be arranged quickly. Meanwhile, just a few hours earlier, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky said that Kyiv had no trust in Russia regarding the 30-day ceasefire proposal.
Ніхто з нас не вірить.
None of us trust the Russians. We have been through this before, but we will not play with the narratives that we do not want the war to end, which are narratives that Russia is spreading around the world. I am very serious, and it is important for me to end the war.
Для мене це важливо закінчити.
But the questions remain. Number one, will Russia agree to the ceasefire proposal, or will it push forward with its offensive? And for Ukraine, how will it adjust its strategy after the fall of Kursk? Well, as the battle lines shift on the ground and diplomatic negotiations intensify, the next few days could be extremely crucial.